So, he's back.
Let's go every time.
In today's video, got to talk about Raul Jimenez officially becoming a Wolves player announced by the club. About him getting the number 9 shirt as well. Fair play to Armstrong. N.Shi's getting a lot of praise for this deal. I want to talk about that a bit. And could we get another former player back in Adama Traore? I want to touch on that as well. But let's start with Raul Jimenez. Of course, it was official really late last night, around 11:30, I believe the club announced it. And I've got to say, the video that the club put out was absolutely fantastic and a bit of a tearjerker. And I think the media team who are doing these announcement videos, fair play, because they're incredible. And yeah, it's been quite emotional. I've been watching all the like the compilations of his goals. The one video I watched had Akon Lonely over it, and I was like, blooming hell, who's been cutting onions watching that? And it's been incredible. Obviously, the way the whole football world's took it, really. Obviously, Mexicans, the wider football world. It's been a bit of a shock to everyone, and fair play. And of course, as I said, he will be getting the number 9 shirt. Adam Armstrong straight away said, yeah, the number 9 shirt is yours, you're a legend. And that's just a great start, isn't it? Having club harmony like that. Them two will be playing together a lot, you'd imagine, next season in the Championship. So as we know, yeah, it's a 2-year deal for Raul with an option of a 3rd. And he spoke so well, and he has been speaking to the Wolves Express. And I just want to play some of the clips. You can listen to it on Spotify. Great 15 to 20 minute podcast that the Wolves Express put out. Brilliant. Subscribe to it if you haven't. And first of all, Raul spoke about how influential N.Shi was to getting him back to Wolves. Check it out.
Well, I had a meeting with Nathan, chairman, and when we first spoke, I felt like a really good connection with him, with the team again. So I felt it really like I was gonna enjoy again being on Wolverhampton.
And people often say never go back, right? That's the saying people often say. But what convinces you that returning to Wolves is the right thing to do?
Well, I think our history didn't end in the best way. So I feel like it's time to do it right. For the both of us, the team, the Wolves and me, I knew our paths were gonna come back together. So what a better opportunity to do it than now.
Yeah, so fair play to N.Shi. Crazy that he's been so influential in this. You could never ever have imagined N.Shi doing this, by the way. No way. N.Shi probably would have been part of the reason why Raul wouldn't have come back, with the way he's treated some legends when he was chairman. And now, so Raul also spoke about the Wolves connection and his aims for the season for playing for Wolves in the Championship.
Yeah, it always remained. Every time I played against Wolves, even in London, when I went back to Wolverhampton, to the Molino, I felt that connection. Even this last time I went there, it was really amazing what I lived there, even being in the other team.
Love that. Absolutely love it. I still can't believe it. Man. He's going to be so good. And he also spoke about the reception he got in that 1-1 draw against Fulham when he came on, and saying how much that helped with his decision to come back to the club. Check it out.
Well, it meant, because I had that meeting with the chairman a week before, and then going there back to Molino and hear all that made it easier for me to make a decision. All the fans, all the guys with the team, it's amazing. All the reception the fans and the club gave me.
Yeah, I mean, it's so important. Even though he did meet N.Shi a week before that Fulham game, it turned out, that Fulham 1-1 draw, and he was pretty much, his mind was made up. But I definitely think the fans helped with the way they've been towards him and singing his name, and obviously his wife loves it, as I've mentioned a few times. And then he went on to say at the end, he had a message to the fans, and he basically said, once a Wolf, always a Wolf.
I'm really glad to be back, to be part of the pack again. And well, once a Wolf, always a Wolf.
Yeah, love it. I still, honestly, obviously you saw my instant reaction to it. I was in shock, and I still am in a little bit of shock that the way this has started has been incredible. Obviously, the Andre staying, signing a new contract, Trippier, Raul, and I wanted to play you Rob Edwards talking about this as well. So Rob Edwards talked about Raul, obviously, and he really drove home saying he wants players to want to play for Wolves, not just play for Wolves in the Premier League. He wants players that play for Wolves, the football club, like Raul does. Check out Rob talking about it here.
And he's another one, Dan, like Trips, and anyone we sign. This is really important that I stress this as well, because anyone we sign this year, they're not signing now to play in the Premier League. They're signing to play for Wolves. And I think what I've been, fed up of hearing over the years is almost a little bit like, oh yeah, it's always been my dream to play in the Premier League and everything. I want you to want to play for Wolves.
Love that. Rob speaking well, and for a person in Rob who had, I'd say, over 50% of the fan base not wanting him to be manager next season, including me, because I just felt like with so many people not wanting him, I didn't think it was a good idea for him to go into next season because the pressure would be on from the off. But I think this last few weeks, his stock has risen within the Wolves fan base because of players saying he's the reason why they're staying or signing. And Matt Jackson also spoke about Raul, and this is what Matt Jackson had to say about Raul signing for Wolves.
Ultimately, you need quality players, and that's undoubted for what he's done for us previously. Everybody's seen that. But this is a legend coming back, but it's on-pitch quality that we're looking for, and he brings that for us in huge amounts, and that is the main priority. To see him out there at the Molineux will just be amazing for everybody.
I think he's got off to a flyer as well. He didn't come across that well, did he, in the fans forum? Particularly that moment when he tried to defend the players for their pride. But he's head of recruitment. He's got to, step up and get this window right, this transfer window right, and he's got off to a flyer, him personally. He had no say last summer, famously. Tete and Jeff and all that ignored him, and Vitor. So now it's down to him, and he started off incredibly well. And he also spoke about the future recruitment in this summer window, and this is what he had to say about it here.
Well, I think it certainly sends a message. They're all good players, and we all expect them to play an awful lot of football for us. Now we have to fit a group around them. But when you have people who can dominate the squad and really lead the squad forwards, it's a great starting point for us.
Brilliant. So, yeah, I think if we carry on throughout this summer when the window does open on the 15th of June, the way we've started with the free transfers coming in, it's just going to be incredible, isn't it? And we're going to, our recruitment window, we're striking fear into other clubs in the Championship, and I think we're turning a few people's heads. So players that maybe were unsure whether they'd want to come to Wolves, now they've seen this early business, I think they will want to come if they were unsure. N.Shi as well, he's had incredible praise for the Raul Jimenez signing, and has took a lot of credit for it. He said this about Raul signing. He said, being able to bring Raul back to Wolves is a truly special moment for everyone connected with this football club. Raul is not only one of the finest strikers to ever put on our old gold and black shirt, but he's a player who embodies everything that defines Wolves. He has provided unforgettable contributions to the club and helped create some of the greatest memories of our recent history, and we know how much of a hero he remains to our supporters, so we are delighted to welcome him back to Molineux, especially during our 150th anniversary year. Love that little touch there. So yeah, N.Shi, man. I mean, I when I first met him in person, I just got a good feeling about N.Shi straight away, but obviously I had my reservations because he's a Fosun employee and they've let us down so much over the last few years, particularly when Jeff was leading us. So from that, and then to see how well he did in the fans forum and everything he's done, he's got off to a flyer himself in his position, so fair play to him. Now, another player that joined, Kieran Trippier, of course, very similar to the Raul situation. He spoke to Dave Edwards for the Wolves podcast, and I wanted to play a clip of him talking about Rob Edwards and how important he was in his decision to come to Wolves. Rob Edwards was someone who he really appreciated, how much passion he showed. Check it out, him talking about it here.
Obviously there was talks for me at other clubs, but then I had a good chat with the manager, and what struck me first was, how passionate he was for helping the club move forward to get out of the Championship next season, and you just have a feeling straight away. I felt that chemistry straight away with the manager. And yeah, closer to my kids, which is the most important thing for me. And yeah, like I said, I played there many times with 3 different clubs, so I know what the fans are all about, and I've heard it's a great environment with the players.
Yeah, so fantastic. Like I said, Rob's stock is flying through the roof, and we're so lucky to have Trippier. He'll be our captain. And that was a great interview, and I'm so glad he's joined, along with Raul Jimenez too. Now, it's been reported today, the news has come out. Can we get another person back? Another ex-Wolves star in Adama Traore? I was quite surprised to see that he has been released from West Ham on a free. Of course, he joined from Fulham. Nuno loves him, so there was no surprise that he joined there. Joined West Ham because he was trying to help them survive. They didn't. And they had an option to give him a further year, a bit like the Doherty situation with us. But West Ham haven't took up that option. Obviously, he will be on big wages, but shall we? Shall we get him back with Raul? Get the connection back together? Cross it in, header? We need fast wingers. He's 30 years old. Starting to get a little bit old, but 30 is no age in the modern game, is it? He's still rapid. Look, it's a bit of a... I mean, I said this about the Raul and the Trippier deals. It's a bit of a pipe dream. I don't think he'd drop down to the Championship. Himself will probably look for a Premier League move, but you never know. You actually never know. I mean, we're getting everyone back together. We might as well get Cody, Danny Bart. We might as well get everyone back at this rate. Neves, imagine getting Ruben Neves back. Okay, we get talking a bit stupid now, but Adama, I would take him 100%. He would kill it in the Championship, and we're crying out for a winger who can whip the ball in. But again, I'm going to say it. I don't want to tempt fate. It's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I get shocked like I have been with the Raul return. But there we go. I just found that very interesting that West Ham have released him. And of course, West Ham are going to be fighting for us for promotion in the Championship next season. So maybe Adama didn't want to play in the Championship for West Ham either. Now, talking about getting players in for the Championship, Jordan James, I did a video not so long ago talking about our links with him. He was on loan at Leicester last season, got 11 goals in 40-odd appearances for them. He's only young, he's only 21. But some eagle-eyed people on Twitter, a lot of people are talking about this, he actually followed... I don't know if he's recently followed Wolves on his social media account, Instagram, or he's followed us for ages, because people have pointed out he does follow multiple clubs, like West Ham's one of them, PSG, people like that. So people got a bit excited saying, oh, if he's following Wolves, is he going to sign? Of course, he's been linked. He's the sort of player we want, someone like him or Alfie Devine, a young, hungry player who knows the Championship and can mix in with these very senior players we've got in Raul and Trippier and obviously Andre. So I hope this happens. He's valued at €12 million, so about £10 million. He's a young Welsh player. And yeah, he also follows Lily Phillips too, so he must have gone to school with her or something, because I'm not too sure who she is anyway, to be honest. No, that's a bit of a joke. Yeah, but he follows Wolves, and let's hope he joins. Got the video, everyone. Thank you for the support on the videos. It's blown my mind. I mean, the Raul one, it's 10,000 views already. Crazy. Please subscribe. Please comment your thoughts. Like the video. And I'll catch you all next video, which they're daily at this point, but we'll see. The World Cup also starts Thursday, and Mexico are going to be my second team in Raul now after England. Cheers, everyone.